Okay, I'm going to demonstrate just a real fast idea of a way that you can send your students, if you wanted to assess their reading, really fast way to send them this in a Seesaw activity. So I'm in reading A to Z on the teacher side, and I just went to all books. I don't know where y'all are or what level, but anyway, so basically I'm just going to choose a book. I'm going to go to single-sided, under book resources, the single-sided PDF. And what happens is it downloads it, and you can't see it, but it downloads it to my download tray. Okay, so now you have your instructions typed, and of course these instructions are for a teacher, but you would actually redo these and type them for a student. But just to show you how it would look, you're going to use the student template feature to go ahead and add that PDF of the book. So I'm going to use the upload feature, and then really you can just drag this in, or if it's not in your tray, you just go find it and add it. And what this does is it actually automatically just puts each page of this right into the each slide over here. It puts the pages of the book into the pages of the activity. Something else you can do at the end is you can add a page. So this is just a blank page at the end, and I'm going to go back to Raz Kids, and this is the same story. So maybe I want them to do a comprehension worksheet. So I'm actually going to download the comprehension worksheet. It's right down here. I'm going to open it up. It's a little big, so I'm going to use my zoom out option until I can see it on the screen. And then I'm just going to use my snipping tool, and you can just search for snipping tool or just pin it to your taskbar. I use it mine all the time. So you're going to select the word new on the snipping tool, and then you're going to just grab this as an image, okay? Because you have to do it like this because it will only allow you to pull in one PDF per activity. So you've already used your PDF, the multi-page book. So we're going to have to use this as an image. So what I'm going to do is just save this as a comp, and it's going to my desktop, so I'll remember that. Okay, and I'm done with this now, so I'm going to go back to my activity. Okay, so now I want to pull that image that I saved in to this last slide. So I'm going to just go to my camera, go to upload. I'm going to find that COMP, that's what I named it. And it pulls it in pretty small, so of course I just need to straighten it up, make it larger, pull it up here. Get really big, but not too big that they can't work on it. It's a little crooked, but oh well. And then I'm going to lock it. So what happens whenever I lock it is they can't move it and they can get in here. Now, if you don't think they can read the instructions, or if you want to add instructions here, you can just click the microphone and record yourself reading these instructions, or type extra instructions over here. Another thing that I suggest doing is just on each of these pages where they're supposed to be reading to you, it might be a good idea just to add a shape, just a simple arrow. Let's turn this arrow around, and maybe just kind of, you could even just do that. The kids would probably remember that. If you wanted to add a text that just says click and read. So you could do that every time. You wouldn't have to do it every time, because once you do it one time, they're probably going to get it. But especially if this is the first time they're doing this activity, and remember to always lock these down. But so you could actually put this like on each page, and you can copy and paste this. So like if I wanted to copy and paste this arrow, I just Control-C, Control-V, and then bring it over here. Whoops, it's locked. I have to unlock it to move it. I forgot. So anyway, that just helps them to remember that they are supposed to be reading these. They're going to click the microphone, read it to you. If you want to ask them to highlight anything over here, you could say highlight. You can't add voice instructions to this slide because that's what the students are doing. So you wouldn't want to add your voice instructions. That might be a little confusing. So you would have to type it, or you would have to add those voice instructions to your activity instructions. So anyway, so then whenever you're finished, you've just got each page nicely on each. And I mean, you wouldn't do this every day. You would do it maybe once a week, just so that you can kind of listen to kids and go back and offer suggestions, or make notes about things that maybe where they're going wrong or need help. You would also have once a week some type of a comprehension activity. If you wanted to do 2 of these, like maybe a comprehension activity, and I don't know what else Raz has, but word work or a grammar worksheet, you could discussion cards, you could drop more than one thing in there. But I just kind of wanted to show you how easy that was. Then you're just going to click check. You are uploading this activity, and it may take a minute because it's got several pages. And then this is it, basically. So I'm going to send you this out with this video attached so you can see how to do it. But anyway, so I hope that will help you guys maybe try to listen to your kids read in an easier way, so that you'll know exactly what the words are. You can hear them as they're stumbling over certain things. And this might even be something that you could carry over next year and do once a week or something, just as sort of an oral assessment on how the kids are doing with their independent reading. So anyway, hopefully that helps. Thanks, guys.